Hi Greenbelt, it's week 18B. Woohoo! So, today, we're going to start with a warm-up, like always. So, what I want you to do is we're going to do this with 3 different kicks. I'm going to have you pause and go for 30 seconds. I'm going to figure out how to put in like 30 seconds of time so you don't have to pause it or get a timer or anything. Maybe I'll bump it down to 15 seconds because we're going to do this 3 times, so that'll be a total of 45 seconds. But anyways, here we go. So, front kick, and then you're going to swing back and do a push-up. I'll try that one more time. Front kick, and it swings back. You don't put your foot down until it's in like that push-up position spot. So front kick, swing back, push-up. It's hard to do on pavement. I'm getting rocks in my hands. But that's the first one. Okay, get ready, set, go.
1, 2, 3, come on!
Okay, so the next one we're going to do is a side kick, because the second half of your form works on a side kick. So, back leg, side kick, and it swings all the way back. This one's a little bit harder, because you have to turn your foot. So you turn your foot, side kick, and then when you swing back, you turn your foot back, and then push up. So we'll do one more. Side kick, swing back, push up. Ooh, I just hit my knee. Okay.
1, 2, 3, come on!
Okay, so the last one is more of a challenge. Okay? So you have to do more things in your brain at once. We're gonna do pump jump front kicks. That's in the first half of your form, if you remember. So it's a front kick, but a pump jump front kick is 2. So, pump jump front kick, swing back, push up. You have more momentum, so you have to control yourself more. Ready? One more time. Pump jump front kick, swing back, push up. Ready? On your marks, get set, go.
1, 2, 3, come on!
Okay, so if you did not know, you just did burpees. Ha 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 ha, I tricked you. Burpees, instead of having a jump, you did your kick. It's the same thing. Ha ha. So, now we're gonna work on self-defense. We're gonna do 2 self-defenses in your form today. The first one is a choke break. So someone's choking me from over here. I think we've done this one before. We're gonna review this one, and then we're gonna do a new one. So someone's choking me from over here. I go up, I break the choke, and then I punch. And if they do it on this side, break the choke, and I punch. Okay. Here it is with the person. Can you come on this side, actually? So she chokes me. I come up, down, punch. One more time. She chokes me. I come up, down. Even if I want to, if I really want to, I can grab this arm, pull her in as I punch. That's the challenge part of this. One more time. I lied when I said one more time last time. Choke, break it up, break, grab, and punch. Okay, so the second self-defense is one we haven't done yet. It's from the second half of your form, so the part you learned on Monday. If I was kneeling, I'm going to pretend I'm kneeling. Block, up, down. We're not going to kneel while we do this as self-defense. We're just going to do it straight. So somebody throws a hook punch, we block, and then we hit up on their chin and down on their eyes. So one more time. The hook punch, block, up, down. Okay, so now with the person, she's going to throw a hook punch. Block, up, down. Now I'm going to have her turn this way so you can actually see what I'm doing. She hook punches, block, up, down. Sorry, I hit your chin hard. Can you keep your mouth closed? One more time. Or it's going to like bounce. Okay. Block, because you didn't have your mouth closed. Up, down. If you do this with a partner, don't make contact here. I know that I'm not hitting hard enough to knock her out, but if I hit her hard enough, I could knock her out. So just pretend to make contact and have them react. So react. As I hit. React. And then switch. Don't make contact here. Even if you know what you're doing, I don't make contact here. I prefer to not rip her eyes out and then pull down. And just have them react. Cool? Okay. Okay, so for this game, we're gonna play to practice tilt fences. You need hopscotch. Woohoo! So if you have your same hopscotch that we used, what did we use on Monday?
Yes.
Same one we used Monday, you can use that. Mine's a little faded, but I can still see the numbers. You'll be able to see the numbers for this game, by the way. If you don't still have this one, make a new one. You can even make it longer. Me and my sister used to make extreme hopscotches that we took like an hour to make. I don't mean you have to do this, but we do them, they'd wrap around the driveway. It's a different driveway. And it'd go all the way down the driveway to the road. So, I'm not saying you have to take an hour to build your hopscotch, but if you want to make it a more interesting hopscotch, go right ahead. Okay, you also need a pebble or stone or a rolled up piece of duct tape like we used last week. But here we go, how this is gonna work is I'm gonna throw. If it lands on an even number, like it did right now, I'm gonna hop. If it lands on an even number, I'm gonna do the choke break. And then I'm gonna pick it up and hop back. Now, if it lands on an odd number, oh yeah, I did it. 1, 2, 3, bop, bop, bop. And then you have to do the, what's the other one called? Oh, block for a hook punch and up, down. So block, up, down. Here we go. We're gonna do this a few times. If you don't have space to do this inside, tape down a whole piece of paper to the floor to make a hopscotch pattern, and it works. If you've never made a hopscotch before, it's 1, 2, 3 singles at the front, and then it's double, 1, double, 1, big one. Here, let me show you. I'm taking the camera. Hi. Okay, so here we go. It goes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10's a big one. So that's how you make a hopscotch. I'm gonna do this 2 more times with you, and then I'm gonna have you do it 3 more times on your own. Here we go. 3 extra times. Okay, here we go. I got a 10, so I got an even number. What number did you get, even or odd? So even is choke break. If you don't know what an even and odd number is, an even number would be 10, 8, 6, 4, 2, or 2. An odd number is 1, 3, 5, 7, 9. Okay, here we go. So 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, or 1, 3, 5, 7, 9. I landed on 3. 1, 2, 3. That's an odd number. Block, up, down, pick up my rock, jump out. So, do that 3 more times. 3, 1, 2, 3. On your own. Go. So I made this clock that you saw in the video that I just added. This is for sparring. We're moving on to sparring. So if you remember, last week we worked on angles. So today we're gonna work on angles as well. So you don't need a clock. You can pretend, or if you really want to, you can draw your own sparring clock. I'm completely making this up as I go, kind of, sort of, not really. But I thought this would be a good idea. So you can make a clock, or you can pretend. You are the hands of the clock, or you're one of the hands of the clock. So 12, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now, if it's anything past 6, you are no longer going to be in your right guard stance. You're going to switch stances to be in your left guard stance, because you can still go. And then we're standing here, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. And you start at 12. Here's why. If I'm sparring somebody here and they're standing here, right? And we're in an open stance, means his belly button's facing that way, my belly button's facing this way. And I go to 1, that's perfectly fine. I am still here, I can block, and I can see what they're doing. But if I go to 11 or 10, they can hit me in the back. I can't see anything they're doing. They can hit me in the back of the head, they can run here and here, and I can't see. They're my blind spot. So, if we're going to do 11, or 10, or 9, or 8, or 7, we want to be in this stance so we can see what they're doing. So, here's the deal. I have a die. I'm going to roll it twice. Wait, this is not going to work the way I want it to, but we'll figure it out, okay? We're going to abandon the die, because I just realized if I roll it twice, I'm never going to get
1 through 6. Through 6.
No, I can get 2, if I get 2 ones.
Oh, true.
There's no way I get a 1, and it's less likely that I'll get 1 through 6. So, here's the deal. I'm going to say a number. You're going to have to be in a guard stance, and you have to step towards that number and throw a block, like you're pushing the attack out of the way, and any attack. So let's do an example. I said the number 3. I'm standing like this. They throw 3. I step block and attack. You got the idea? Here we go. 11. I'm going to use it this way. 9. 5. Punch. You can also step 5 this way. Let's see. 4. Actually, 4 is better this way. 7. 10. 2. 11. So the only reason I'd step this way for 11 is if they were doing something like a blitz. A blitz would be like this. And you move through your target. So if they were doing a blitz and they were moving through, then I would step to the side and guard them that way. But if they are doing anything else, I'd want to step this way so I can see. Get the idea? Okay. We're going to do 2 more, and then we're going to move on. So, 9, 7, 3. Okay, so now with our clock, our imaginary or actual clock, you are going to do shadow boxing. Here's the deal. Yeah, I'm not letting you move towards 12 or 6. Because if you remember what happens, if you're sparring with somebody and you go backwards, you can't see, you're inevitably going to hit something. I like to tell the story of somebody in HIT class. They were in HIT class, they were sparring with somebody, and they were backing up. And they ran right into the closet door. So, because they couldn't see, they were focusing on the sparring match, they kept backing up and backing up, backing up, and they ran right into the door. So if you go forwards or backwards, you're inevitably going to hit something. If you go in any direction, forwards or backwards, you're going to hit something. But if you're stepping out of the side to block, you can keep moving in different directions instead of just going backwards until you hit something. Get the idea? So you're going to shadow box for 30 seconds. I'm going to put in 30 seconds. And you're going to avoid going 12 or 6. If you don't know what shadow boxing is, that is sparring by yourself. So you're throwing blocks like someone's hitting you. You're imagining your attacker. Your attacker's in your head. You should never lose a shadow boxing match because you're both the attacker and the defender. So you are imagining their strikes and you're hitting them.
1, 2, 3, come on!
Come on, come on.
So, hopefully you just practice, all of your numbers on the clock, except for 12 and 6. We've already 12 and 6. 12 is okay because you can see where you're going. 6, you should try your best to never go backwards when you're sparring. But you should also try to differ it up, use ankles instead of just being a linear spar who goes just forward and backwards. Okay, so that is all for today's class. I hope you learned something. If you watched my Monday's video and you heard me say stripe test is next week, I am wrong. Stripe test is a week after that. I just don't know what's happening. So, stripe test the week after next week. We still have a whole other week. So, I hope you had a good week and I will see you soon.